Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 83. This time I'm reviewing the 806th episode of the anime, Wake Up! Observation Able to Top the Strongest. Yep. And the 930th chapter of the manga, Ebisu. I'll talk about that interesting chapter soon. Excuse me. This whole episode pretty much steps the rest of chapter 894. Chapters pages 4 through 8 and 13 through 17. Oh, and by the way, what takes up pretty much most of this episode, with the exception of about 5 minutes? Luffy versus Katakuri. Yeah, the whole episode is Luffy versus Katakuri. Them battling back and forth like all over the place. Yeah, this lasts for pretty much most of the episode. We'll also have flashbacks to when Luffy was trading with Silver Rayleigh during the 2-year time skip. Yep, and the only thing outside of this, we get a brief scene toward the end of the episode where we have Oven assembling his siblings. A boatload of them. Not like every single one, like a good like half a dozen of them. Like in this episode alone, see the beauty of like a whole freaking God. Aside from Oven and Katakuri, in this episode we see the beauty. In this episode, of course, we see the beauty of Brownie, Snack, Duplicates, Johnny, Cullen Bust, Raisin, Ewing, Makaru. Which when I saw this woman, she looked almost exactly like the General Sweet General Smoothie, except they're wearing completely different outfits and Marble. Yeah, the thing with these Charlotte siblings, a lot of them pretty much are just some of them are just reused models from other ones because Oda's kind of lazy like that. Yeah, and the whole purpose of them being here, they're gonna take on Luffy. That's the only reason why they're here. Is taking on Luffy once it comes out of the thing. We also see a brief scene of Sanji and Pudding on the way to Coco Island, even though they were just there. Yeah, it's interesting that they go back to the island they had escaped from. That's because the Straw Hat crew are going to that particular island itself. Okay, fine. Oh, and by the way, the end of the episode has the anime debut of Gear 4 Snake Man, the third form of Gear 4, because the most common one generally seen is Balloon Man. This one's been seen several times in the whole series, and in the case of the second, in the Mark II, we have the Tank Man. That has shown up once, this entire thing, and this is probably by far the first appearance of Snake Man, and I love the way they do in the series where Luffy is like, he's got like there's like steam all around him, and his hair is flowing up, which is gotta at least praise the anime for actually doing that, and make it sort of a monstrous transformation sequence, even though in the actual thing it's pretty slim. It's kind of like the Blue Man, except he's actually slimmer. That's simply. You also see like a change in Luffy's eyes. Yeah, it's like we never get a chance to see a full transformation of whenever Luffy goes to Gear 4. It's like really quick. This is by far the first time ever in the anime they actually show like the actual transformation, like in sort of like in slow motion away, but slowly do to it. But the episode ends exactly where the manga chapter ended up with saying Gear 4 Snake Man, and you kind of get hinted at, but you don't see it until the very next chapter. Yeah, that's the way it was in the manga, and I'm glad the fact they kept that part in the anime. So yeah, next week is the first full appearance of Gear 4 Snake Man. Alright, now for this newest chapter of the manga. What's going on over here? Okay, first start off with a cover story with, I think it's I can't really tell who these two characters are. Oh yeah, I think it's two of the. I think it's one of the. I think it's Cracker, and I don't know who the other one is. They're part of the Big Mom's pirate crew. Starts out with Ebisu Town, where everybody's like celebrating seeing Zor just show up. There's that talk about he has 3 swords in his belt, and apparently he's become sort of a celebrity in this town somehow. He's here for the first 2 pages, then we cut straight to outside of the place, what looks like it's near the coastline, and you see Kaido, and then we see some cannons, we see Pedros, Smoothie, I don't remember this guy's name, and he's one with the genie, and Big Mom! For the first time in probably about 20 chapters she's showing up. It's been quite a while since she's shown up in the actual manga. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Kaido refers to her as a bloody hag. Yeah, it's like, that bloody hag. Yeah, so apparently Katakuri is, not Katakuri, Kaido is fighting Big Mom at sea. For some reason. Yeah, apparently Big Mom is planning on invading Wano country for some reason. Okay. So, they fight some fish, they fight it looks like a pterodactyl named King, who is a dragon fruit. It's a freaking pterodactyl wearing a suit. Yeah, and the suit looks very similar to that of worn by, I think it's one of the members of the Blackbeard Pirates. And I think they kicked him off, and apparently it looks like the Big Mom apparently fell in the ocean. So it looks like Kaido may have killed Big Mom. That's something. And then we cut to the capital, where we see Frankie, Sanji, and Trafalgar Law running to look for Nami and Robin. And they come across a house, and it looks like it's falling apart. We see like a dragon. I don't think it's Kaido, it's like somebody else. Yeah, apparently some of the creatures are coming out, and we see like, it looks like it's, yeah, Sanji takes out one of the dragons, and then he takes something out of his pocket. Ooh boy, I'm gonna talk about this. He takes out what is it? What does it take out? Something he's had since the end of Whole Cake. Well, he found about it to the start of the previous arc. Yeah, what did he take out? His suit. Yeah, his rad suit. Yeah, it looks like he's finally gonna put it on. Yep. But here's what I don't like. Okay, Ed. Hiatus next week. What? Seriously? I mean, we just came back from a 2-week break, and now we're doing another hiatus? Okay. It's particularly a little bizarre, the fact that they actually did that, but yeah. So I'm gonna give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. It's a really good chapter, and great return to Big Mom. And it looks like, yeah, it's a possibility Big Mom may have died. Yeah, it's something though. Yeah, the fact it looks like maybe the Big Mom apparently died because she fell in the ocean. And last time I checked, none of her children can save her for a very good reason. They're all double fruit users. So yeah, Big Mom's dead. Okay, so this is kind of weird. You bring her back after she's been gone for like 20. Her last appearance was like 20 chapters back, where she talked to Kaido via Transpire Snail. She comes back, and apparently it looks like her ship sank, and it looks like the Big Mom is falling to the bottom of the ocean. But in the case of her children, completely unknown what happened to them. I'm not sure why Oda did this for. So you bring back the main villain of 2 arcs back, and then you have her killed off by the villain of the current arc, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it is kind of weird. But if she is confirmed dead, she's probably the first emperor to die since Whitebeard. Yeah, of course, the last one was, yeah, when Whitebeard died, that was back in Marineford, which was the second to last arc that came up prior to the time skip. So it's been a long time since we had an actual major death in the actual series itself. Yes, this is something though. This is also probably by far post time skip, and this is just my opinion anyways. Yeah, this is the first post time skip death. Yeah, if this person is confirmed to be dead, this is probably by far the first major character to get killed off. I mean, the last official characters to get killed that were major characters in the series, off the top of my head, I think it was Virgo. Yeah, it was some characters Punk Hazard. It was probably the first time since Punk Hazard we actually had some character deaths, because not when we had two character deaths. This one's probably by far the first really big one in quite a while. Yeah. Good chapter nonetheless. I'm looking forward to the next that comes out, though I have to wait 2 weeks. But it's kind of dumb though. Okay, you bring the series back after it had been gone for 2 weeks, after not releasing a single chapter for 2 weeks. Comes back, releases the chapter, and they reach the end of the chapter and says, oh, we're going to hiatus again next week. Really? Why? We just came back from hiatus. Excuse me. And here's the thing. The last this happened was 5 months ago in August, where it took 2 hiatuses that month. One was his regular hiatus. The other, of course, I didn't know about this initially, that apparently Weekly Shonen Jump does this thing where they would take at least 1 week off in the month of August. Okay, but why off the first 2 weeks of January? They didn't do this last year, so why this year? Maybe Jump Festa? Who the heck knows what the reasons for that, okay? So that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my review of Black Butler, which I'm going to reread that chapter next and do my review of it. But until you see you next review, bye.